evening, everybody. I'm Mary Love, and welcome to Country Living. Now, I made the peanut butter fudge earlier, and I must say it turned out beautifully. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so proud of myself. But I was going through my recipe cards trying to find the peanut butter fudge recipe, and I came across, they call it a kid-pleasing potato nugget casserole. And it's got 2 cups of cooked chicken, 2 cups, they call for frozen mixed vegetables thawed, which to my way of thinking is if you got to thaw it out, what's the difference between canned vegetables drained and frozen vegetables thawed? If you know what the difference is, if it makes any difference cooking it, please let me know so I don't, if I'm screwing up, I don't do it again. And it calls for a can of cream of chicken soup, just a normal size little 10-ounce can or whatever size that is. A cup of milk, some tater tots, about half a 32-ounce bag, about half of that. Some minced onions, and some cheddar cheese. I got triple cheddar cheese. You can't go wrong with triple cheddar. So, let's get this mixed up, get it in a casserole dish, and get it in the oven, get it baked, because I'm hungry. So, let's see what we're going to throw together. There's the chicken. I cooked that earlier. Alrighty. What did it say mix? I done forgot. We got a 2-quart casserole dish that's been sprayed. Oh, well, they say an ungreased, but anyways. Oven's preheated to 375. We're going to mix together the chicken, the soup, the onions, the mixed vegetables. And I'm going to mix some cheese in with this. And then we're going to arrange the tater tots on top of it. So don't let me get ahead of myself here. Y'all tell me, Mary, slow down. You're getting ahead of yourself. All right. Mixed vegetables going in. Milk going in. A teaspoon of minced onions. This is a half a teaspoon. 1, 2. We're going to mix in the soup. Should have poked a hole in the bottom of the can where it could draw some air and come out of there a little easier. All right, there's the soup. Like I said, I'm going to put some cheese in here with it. You're supposed to sprinkle the cheese on top of the tater tots after it's cooked. This is going to cook in a preheated 375-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes. Yep. And then you take it out, and they say sprinkle some cheese over the top of the tater tots. Put it back in the oven for another 5 or 10 minutes. But I'm going to add some cheese into it, and then I'll put some more on top of it. So we're going to add about that much. It's probably half a cup, maybe a little bit more. All right, now we're going to mix this all up. Should have added a little sour cream to it. Like I said, they say to put this in an ungreased casserole dish, but I sprayed mine with some nonstick spray. And I think I will get some sour cream. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to add just about that much. Probably a little over a quarter a cup. Stir that up. Now I'll put the original recipe in the description box. All right, now then, we're going to pour this in this casserole dish. Ooh, I bet this is going to be good, y'all. Now then, let's grab some tater tots. Like I said, it calls for a half the bag of a 32-ounce bag. So we're just I'm gonna place whatever I can fit on here, and that's what we're going with. Now this is gonna take me a minute, so I'll be right back. Okay, there's the casserole, and heads up, it took about 3/4 of that bag of tater tots. That's what's left. So, yeah, half a bag, my honey foot. So let's get out here, and we're going to get this oven opened up. We're going to put this in here on 45 minutes. Timer set, 45 minutes, and we'll be back, so stick around. Okay, now then, it's time to add the cheese to the top. And then it goes back in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes, basically until this cheese melts. I think that's good enough. So we're going to put this back in the oven, 5-10 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, this is done. Now, it looks pretty in the dish, but once you get it out on your plate, it don't look quite so pretty, but I think it's going to taste good. So here's what it looks like out on my plate. I didn't get much because I'm fixing to have to leave. And I didn't want to have a big plate of it, not be able to eat it all right quick. So, here we go. And this stuff is hot, hot, hot. Needs salt. Yep, that's the one thing it didn't call for. Salt. But definitely. Let me go grab some. Alrighty, now we'll give it a taste. I ain't about to shove that in my mouth without blowing it, because that stuff is hot. Much better. I should have added some nature seasoning to it, but that's pretty good. for a one-pot meal. You got your meat, your potatoes, your veggies, and your dairy all in one dish. So that ain't too bad. But anyway, let me get this wrapped up. I'll put the recipe in the description box below for this dish. But my tip would be to add some kind of seasonings to it because it doesn't call for it in the recipe, or if it did, I totally missed it, but I don't think it did. Salt, pepper, something, but it does need some seasoning. But it is a good recipe. Will I make it again? Yes, I will. Especially on a Wednesday night when we got church. Something like this, stick it in the crock pot, I'm good to go. But with that, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate all that I get. Leave me a comment. If you got a way of tweaking this up a little better than what I did, let me know what you do to it. I'll try that. But to all my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining my channel. I do appreciate it. I never want to take any of you for granted. I think it's amazing that you take the time to watch somebody's video that you may never meet. You see me for just a few minutes, but you feel like family. All of your encouraging words to me, I'm on here. I want to encourage y'all. And with your comments to me, y'all have encouraged me so much. There's been days where I was down and one of yous make a comment about something and it just lifts my spirits. And I appreciate that for me. But with that, my prayer for you is that you have a wonderful evening, that you lay down and get you a great night's sleep. A good night's sleep, you can't beat it. Know that God's always with you. In your darkest of days, in your brightest times. When the sun is shining, when it's hiding behind a cloud. God is always right there, waiting to have a conversation with you. But He's waiting on you to start that conversation. So talk to Him. Talk to Him just like you would if you was talking to your best friend. Because I promise you, He is your best friend. He is the one true friend that won't never leave you. But sit down and have a conversation. You ain't got to have no long, drawn-out, 30-minute conversation with Him. Just a sincere 5-minute conversation. And He'd be so happy to hear from you. But with that, I will say good night. God bless. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscription word. And hit that bell notification because I don't want you to miss out on anything. I got other Christmas candy recipes to be making between now and the holidays. Getting you prepared with the recipes so that Christmas time rolls around, you can give somebody a homemade gift. You can't beat that. But with that, I will say good night. God bless. And until we meet here again, take care.